whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we live? We are live. Hello, hello, hello. This is... Oh, wait, hi. Yeah, there I am. Hello, how you doing? What up, Dark Heavy, with your kidney problems? Always the kidney problems. Dark, you there? Hello, Spatula. This is Dark Heavy 8. Well, how are you today? I'm doing good. Oh, he's in the chat, but I think he's gone off. Zakao, how you doing, my man? 480p gang. Hopefully we don't put you to sleep today on your keyboard. I feel like I might fall asleep on my keyboard today, because, like, friggin', I was telling Dark Heavy just before the stream started, I've had just a crazy, crazy week. On Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? It was like, it was one of those days. It's been a blur. But, my fire alarm goes off at 12 p.m. and there's like a fire in my building, so I was out, or like, no, 12 a.m. So I was out till 1:30 in the morning, standing outside the building in the rain. And then the next day, I go to a concert. I'm out late. And then the next day after that, I go see the new Evil Dead movie, Evil Dead Rise, which is decent. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And that was good, but I was out late that night. And then yesterday, I did like a huge freaking road trip. And I go to like, what's that, Dark? I go to like 3.5 hours there in a car, 3.5 hours back. And then I get back to Toronto here. And then wait an hour, and then I go out and hang out with some buddies and play some music till 2 in the morning. So I got home at like 3 in the morning yesterday. And then just like, the power went out last night in my building. Like I woke up this morning, my computer was off. I'm like, ugh, that's weird. And yeah, I woke up at like 1 o'clock, so like I slept in crazy. Do you watch the Dungeons and Dragons film? Not Do Not Disturb. The Do Not Disturb film. It's good, eh? I have heard good things about it. I have not watched it yet. I'm like, it's kind of like I still have a bad taste in my mouth from like they made that like other one with like Jeremy Irons and shit back in the, I don't know if it was the 90s, the early 2000s, and I was like, that one was kind of crap. So I kind of like haven't prioritized seeing this one yet. But I have heard really good things, so maybe I'll check it out. Early MCU charm, interesting. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely check it out at some point. I know Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I believe it is, came out, and a friend of mine went and saw it and said it was good. I said no spoilers, no spoilers. So if you've seen it, don't tell me. But apparently it's pretty good. Part of the Kening's coronation was the bracelets of truth and honesty. What? What are you talking about, Dark?
Yeah, I just caught up with a few people in the pub this afternoon, and apparently there was a whole load of trinkets of hidden fortunes and bracelets of this, that, and the other, and I'm like, what?
Is it like, and now King Charles, we bestow upon you the godly plate of the whale.
Yeah, or he's just gonna firebomb you with a acid rain mage sack thing. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
This scepter of the gods will protect you from corrosive damage by 2%. Yeah, can you imagine though if like in real life we had like okay, like, hey, this shirt is a polyester / Gore-Tex blend and will protect you from caustic damage. Like if like every piece of clothing that you bought had like attributes to it, right? Where it's like, oh wow, these Nike Air shoes actually give you +2 to your dexterity stat. Can you imagine if that were like the case in real life? Which, I don't know, maybe mechanical electric clothing would make sense. Like eventually,
yeah.
Eventually we're gonna get like boots that make you jump higher.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
That would be good for the general populace. I'm just wondering about the politicians. If they're wondering about trinkets of truth and honesty, they're like, yeah, no, get that stuff away from us. We don't need that. We're politicians.
Yeah.
We don't get that trinket away
from me. It burns. What up, Sets before H? How you doing? You want to buy some Gore-Tex stuff, but boy, are they expensive. Yeah, I know Gore-Tex is like, it's good. Yeah, it's good for hiking, right? Because it keeps the water out. maybe that would be a good way to advertise. You could make like a Dungeons and Dragons themed like Gore-Tex clothing shop and be like, protects you from +5 against water damage resistance. But yeah, like, oh, it's a silly fantasy heist film. So that's the D&D film. Yeah, I like the fantasy heist is not done a heck of a lot, so that's kind of an interesting take on the genre. Like, I like a good heist film. I think, what's a good sci-fi heist film? Is there a sci-fi heist film? I'm thinking, like, that Han Solo movie would probably be the only one I can think of. But
Firefly, every time.
Oh, Firefly, yeah.
Serenity, yeah.
Serenity. You know what's weird is I watched Serenity before I saw the series Firefly.
It took me about 2 years from watching the film to find out that there's an entire series. What was it, like 9 episodes? And it was like, what? There's a series behind this?
So wait, so you had the same experience I did, where I'm just like, I'm like, I feel like as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, I like it, but I feel like I'm missing a lot of key details. Like, there's just something here where it's like, they're not going to explain where this character is. Okay, that guy died. Okay, whatever. And then you watch the series and you're like, oh, now I'm like retroactively sad. But it was a good movie. I need to rewatch Firefly. I need to go through that again. And by the way, man, my orca, you can barely even see my orca. It is so dark and moody. Yeah, what we're gonna do today is, so I don't know. There's a lot to talk about here. I guess not that much because it's not really happened yet. But oh my God, some stuff has happened. Information about Update 15 is out, and I guess you've seen the Obsidian Ant video, the what was it, on Burr Pit or whatever. What are your thoughts on? Are you excited for Update 15?
Oh, yes. Initially, it was like, oh my God, on foot, thargoid combat, all of that, just like,
yeah.
You can pretty much forget Dangus Investigations background simulation. I'll be down on the ground shooting eye socketry.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a little busy for the next little while.
Yeah, get back to you later.
So, like, okay, so here's what we know. Number one, we are getting FPS thargoid combat. Now, it's not the Starship Troopers shit that everyone wanted, but who knows if that's next or if that's included. I mean, obviously, the one thing I'd preface this is these are the things that Frontier wanted us to know about. That they went to, like, the influencers or whatever and said, here's some shit that will let you know so you can announce it before the update, right?
Yeah.
Which, you know, in typical Frontier fashion, they're obviously holding something back. There's going to be something to come, right? So this is probably tip of the iceberg. Although, again, knowing Frontier, it's like maybe, you know, temper your expectations, right?
Bugs, I'm guessing, but yeah.
Well, I think that there will be the more things to purchase Orcs on, because I did see some swaggy new suit hoodies that look like kind of like Assassin's Creed armor or whatever, and I'm like, okay, that actually looks really cool.
Those are sick.
Like, that's the thing. That's actually something where I get kind of confused on this. Where I'm like, okay, Frontier, you guys obviously, like, the more money you'll make from Odyssey, the happier you'll be, and the more you'll want to, like, make more stuff for Odyssey. But, like, you don't release that many cosmetics for the suit when there's obviously, like, assets in the game. You see NPCs wearing these cool outfits, and it's like, dude, like, how many times do I walk through the station and be like, yo, I want to buy those pants and that NPC is wearing? I try to get the NPC to buy their pants. They're just like, get away from me! But that's you know, if you just walked up to someone and has to try to buy their pants, I'm sure that's an appropriate response. But the point is, I'd be spending a lot more money if there were more cosmetics, and if they just, you know, release more cosmetics, they would make more money. So why not do this? Doesn't seem that hard to do. But anyway, it looks like new cosmetics are coming. But that's not why I'm excited, right? So there are two things we know, and one of them is pretty obvious. We know we're gonna get into Maelstroms. Now, interestingly enough, apparently some people, like, I don't know, the first few people to deliver Relics to Palin or to Ramtaw, or the people that delivered, I guess, the most, or the, you know, top 1% or whatever, have apparently got messages from the engineers saying, oh, yo, thanks for your contributions. you'll get a free anti-thargoid pulse neutralizer delivered in your mail at some point in the future when the update launches, right? Unfortunately, I did not receive any such message. So, like the 99% of commanders out there, I will just have to do the grind just like everyone else, which is kind of what I'm going to try to get accomplished today and go harvest some Maelstrom materials, because obviously we do know that these things will require Relics, right? Which I've got. How many Relics? I've got some sitting in my carrier. Let's see here. What are they called again? Are they're called unclassified relics? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's right.
So I've got 9 of them, that's decent, right? I can always make more.
It's healthy.
It's a healthy amount. They use 3 Guardian Relics in a Thargoid base. I think that's the recipe, right? For 3 Relics. So I've got 15 Guardian Relics. So if I need, I can make more, right? So I'm not too worried about that part of it. Though I was thinking, I don't know, I might go do some Relic making and just try to. I don't know if it's the best money making thing because it takes a long time to build those relics, because you kind of have to like deal with the whole Thargoid thing. But yeah, the other part of it is going to be this, like, you're obviously going to need some of these like Maelstrom materials, aka caustic shards, which I only have 4, and the other one is like corrosive mechanisms, which I only have 8. So my focus today is going to be on getting that. Now, where they could really screw us is if we need those, what do you call them, the flesh samples. The the pieces of the caustic fart boxes, of which I have, I think, maybe 1. What are those ones even called?
Oh, you don't have the caustic sinks yet.
I do have the caustic sinks. I just don't have any more than flesh samples. Like the when you shoot the research probe at the fart box and then it takes the tissue sample. I can't remember what it's called for. Like, it's like caustic tissue sample or something like that. I've got like Thargoid scouts, and I've got an Orpheus tissue sample, rare and lovely, tasty snack. I've got some Hydra whatever, but if they need that stuff, I don't know if it's worth trying to get a couple today. But yeah, no, I got the caustics unlocked, so I've got here my lovely Orca, which, oops, what have I done? I've clicked the wrong button. You can see here my Orca has 2 caustic sink launchers, and wonderfully enough, when you engineer them with heatsink ammo capacity, which you just use the same recipe, you get like what, 7 per unit, so that's 14 units of caustic sinks. And whatever, Mabula 07. Yeah, I couldn't stream yesterday because I was on the road visiting relatives out in Kingston, so I was kind of out the whole day. And now I'm super tired. You might hear a lot of yawning this stream. I might fall asleep on my keyboard today just because I'm so super tired. But I figure, Maelstrom harvesting is kind of chill. It's pretty beautiful. You don't need all of your wits about you. Well, I mean, I'll probably die a few times, but point being is like, it's not Thargoid conflict. I don't need to be like drilled in and like on my game and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool, fun, chill thing to do. You didn't know what to do yesterday? Oh no. Well, you can always go back and watch the plethora of Dangus videos, of which I actually, I released my latest video, the Maelstrom video. What did you think of that, Dark? Did you watch it?
Yep, I did, and it was marvellous. It has to be said. Cinematography, sweeping scapes, yeah. Brilliant. Everyone that's listening right now should watch this immediately.
Exactly. Stop what you're doing. Mute this stream, watch it. But it's like, okay, so like, I just wanted to do something that was Maelstrom related, and I also wanted to do some tests of like visuals, right? And so one thing that was cool was I don't know if you can see it on stream, let me see if this will work. But I did like a letterbox mode, right? Which is a built-in thing. So I actually like have to turn it on and turn it off in-game to give it like this widescreen cinematic view, right? Which I thought was cool. Well, that's what In did because I missed the first half. Oh, that's what you did? You missed the first half of maybe like streams or whatever.
Oh, don't worry. The second half is brilliant.
What, of the Maelstrom one? The Maelstrom video, or are you talking about like the streams? But like, yeah, so obviously I wanted to test also this green screen technology, which you can see here. It's like I can turn my whole thing into a green screen. Oh, it's actually working for once on the stream. So I could do like, you know, any kind of shot that I want now. And I remember it made me laugh because like Machine's comment was just like, "You've killed the old spatula. Who is this guy with like bright, crisp, beautiful cinematic visuals and like without the copy paste Crayola stuff?" Like, don't worry, I'll do that stuff too. But it's like, you know, you can't do the same stuff all the time, right? And it's like always fun to experiment and do different things, and try different visuals. And so I thought like the letterbox mode makes things look super cool and cinematic. It was a bit of a pain because like I have to turn it on and turn it off. And you know, if you're, I'll just show you here. If you're like in your cockpit and you've got your letterbox, it kind of does cut off your HUD. So you know, you sort of have to keep turning it on and turning it off. And there are a couple shots that I shot, and then I'm like, oh god damn it, letterbox wasn't on. But that was you know, just like how cinematic can I be, and then you know, like play around with the idea of green screen in a cockpit, right? Which is neat when you throw it on in the cockpit. Where is it here? Yeah. So like, and hold on, you can you can play around with the distance. So I could be anywhere. I could be in Delaware. And I love the idea that I could just like look around outside the ship and it's like I can put whatever I want in there. So now I have this awesome new tool that will allow me to do all sorts of horrible things, which will be fun. Last live stream. Oh, Takoso's field scope. I'm an adult? Wait, what? I can't remember. Was this one? Was his fuel scoop or whatever? Well, because I ran out of fuel because I went to prison and then he had to come be a fuel rod for me. I mean, yeah, Takosa's always a blast. I love it. Someone commented too. They're like, I love just listening to like Dark Heavy and Takosa's commentary, and it's just like a Monty Python sketch sometimes, which is great, as it should be. You watched the video on AI face recognition for head tracking? What? Was that Down to Earth Astronomy's video? I still haven't watched it. I don't use head tracking. I don't know if is something you think I should do? Do you do head tracking, Dark Heavy?
No, because I don't like throwing up in my own lap.
See, I'm like I don't want to like move my head around. I like to be stoic and still, like, you know, it's like use as little energy as possible, but maybe it's a game changer. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking, I'm like, I have not put on my VR headset in ages. Like, I'm one of the like first Oculuses that came out, and I'm like, this game is so awesome, so awesome in VR. But I find like I don't like the time to set up a proper VR experience, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not my like I don't like wearing this big lumpy thing on my head, you know? It feels like a face hugger or whatever. So maybe head tracking could be like an interesting compromise. Wow. You were looking at HOTAS stuff on local second and stuff. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is like I need a HOTAS. I've never played with a HOTAS before, and I think after what 8 years of Elite Dangerous, maybe a HOTAS would be game changing. Maybe that would really up the ante. Maybe soon. I'll see about it. I'm afraid of having to do my key bindings. But yeah, so we know a couple things from this update and from some of the stuff that's gone out there. Number one, we're gonna get some form of thargoid FPS, and it's not the Starship Troopers. It is like things like the scavengers that you find at the thargoid sites will be going around with these atmospheric spotlights, and if they catch you, they turn red and shoot lasers at you, which actually looks super dope. The preview videos that I saw on Obsidian and Burr Pit, that got me excited. Now, obviously, I hope there's more to come on the FPS scale of things, but I'm excited to see what that's going to be. And I guess this update launches like in like a couple days. It's like Tuesday, which is coming. This is coming up quickly. So that's super exciting that we're going to get some form of like thargoid on foot interactions or whatever, and maybe that's just a stepping stone to something else. But the other thing is the obvious one is we're going to get into the Maelstroms, right? And we've heard that there's something big in there. But interestingly enough, another thing was confirmed, and I'm not sure if it was in Galnet or whatever, but those thargoid ground bases, the ones where you make the Relics, have been confirmed somewhere. I don't know if this is in-game or out-of-game, but it has been confirmed by the developers, apparently. This could just be complete internet bullshit. Like you know what? If you don't believe me, Google it, okay? I saw it on, like, the Galnet News Digest, like Beetlejuice and Witherspoon. But those Thargoid crashed things are actually, like, crashed Thargoid motherships. That has been confirmed. I don't know. Do you hear about this, Dark Heavy? Am I just making this up? Did I have a dream last night? not distinguishing.
Yep, you're totally making it up.
Absolutely.
No, I checked in with Witherspoon and the Galnet thing, and yeah, I believe it was confirmed by an FDev acolyte employee.
Somebody was on a stream or on Twitter or something like that.
Yeah, something. Yeah, everything that's buried in the ground, all lumpy and bumpy,
right,
was a previously crashed mothership, hive ship, that kind of thing. So it's now kind of gone to lore, canon, however you want to describe that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in Galnet, but Galnet's suspect anyway. But the point being is either A, these are like crash motherships from like the Mycoid War, or like the first Thargoid War, or they could be much, much older, is how Beetlejuice and Witherspoon kind of put that out there. And I'm like, okay, so that scale of structure, and apparently those scavengers are not like putting them back together, they're like actually breaking them down and decomposing them. Which, you think about it, it's like, okay, the first Thargoid War was what, like 100 years ago, right? So it's like they have been not doing a very good job, or they've been doing a very good job, and those things are much bigger than they are in their present state, right? But I guess that, to me, seems like the obvious, that's probably what we're going to find in the center of the Maelstrom.
They've got a union. We don't want to break this shit down too quickly, because then we'll be out of a job. But we don't want to do it too quickly, and then, okay.
There's an annual scavenger strike, and they go and picket, and they're like, we don't want to deconstruct this Thargoid base for low wages. We need more meta-alloys. We demand more meta-alloys. The Thargoid Union would be awesome. Actually, I could see that being a thing. I mean, we don't know the Thargoid's cultural structure, right? We don't know, like, what is the Thargoid currency, right? Like, what is their hierarchical structure? Is it truly a hive mind, or do they have, like, different divisions? We'll see, I guess. We'll find out more about the Thargoids as we go. But, yeah, probably what we're going to find at the center of the Maelstrom, what's going to happen is there will be, we call them, like, anti-pulse neutralizing modules that are not like a utility slot. I think they're going to be like an optional module. Actually, I guess we don't know. But they will have to be unlocked from the rescue ships unless you just, really, Ramtop really likes you. And we do know that, like, what we're going to need is at least one Relic, but we don't know what the other materials are, but it will likely be a lot of the stuff that's in the freaking Maelstroms. Now, there is another way that you can get it. Right now, there's a community goal going on. And so if you are in, like, the top 20% or whatever it is, top however many commanders, and you go deliver a bunch of, like, cobalt and some of that other sort of bullshit to a community goal, then I think that the reward for that is also a free device. But as these community goals, like, let me put it this way, in Elite Dangerous, no matter how good you think you are, there's someone with more time and less full-time employment that can do a better job than you. So no matter how much you grind at a community goal, like getting into the top 10, unless you literally just sit there, adhere to your keyboard for a period of 72 hours, and constantly just deliver and deliver, you're probably not going to get it. It's no guarantee. So I figure, well, I gotta get this stuff, so we'll do it. Oh yeah. Ray Mobile, you're also. Oh, what do you say? Oh, you got a lot there. Hortus throttle is catching dust. You largely use the extra buttons, but to set the throttle the way it is intended back to keyboard and mouse. Really? So it's like the throttle doesn't work well with the game. I don't know. I don't know much. Like, I know I want to get like the two-piece HOTAS so that you have like the joystick with all the buttons on it. That'd be all about combat stuff. And I want the other thing that you like push forward, like the throttle stick or whatever, and more buttons, and just lots of buttons. And I want to just program all the buttons and spend 16 hours doing key bindings. There's a keyboard that has analog keys. What? Oh, really? That's kind of cool. So like it's kind of like a piano where you could go like forte, forte, and just jam the F key really, really heavy, and then it'll make a giant big F. That's a cool idea. I never even knew that existed. Okay, but you're excited about the reactivation mission. So I did see a little bit about that too. So apparently it's going to be something to the tune of like, you have to go to this thargoid infested settlement, reactivate it, and then get some data off a data pad or get some item, you know, while under threat of all these drones. And I'm like, dope. That is going to be my jam when update 15 drops. Because I love the idea of like stealth missions and like sneaking into an alien occupied base and having to like do stuff that's not just combat related and trying to avoid combat until you can, right? So actually I think that is dope, right? And again, it's like good on Frontier for like, you know, again, like we're adding new content and then adding new missions or gameplay that relate to that content. This is good. This is good. These materials should be made available via reactivation. Oh, that's cool. So maybe you could do those missions to get your thing. Well, I want to be able to go to the Maelstrom on Dale 1. As soon as that gate is opened, I want to see what's down there, right? Even if I die multiple times, I want to see what's actually at the center of the Maelstrom. It's not Raxla. That was just the onion head talking. If you watch my video, you know what I'm talking about. Analog keys. It's gimmicky. 400 USD, oh my lord. Okay. I mean, maybe it's gimmicky, but it's cool. I like it. If it was not 400 USD, I'd definitely go for it. But it's a little bit much. You have a throttle and stick. Not for me. Problem with the cheaper sticks is not enough buttons. Yes, I agree. You need more buttons. That's the whole point of the joystick. It's like, if I go HOTAS, I don't want to have HOTAS and keyboard. You know what I mean? I want to be able to map everything to the buttons. If I don't have enough buttons, I'll get like a button pad or something, you know, and then put little tape labels on it and say this one's for heat sinks and this one's for ejectile cargo, and hopefully not confuse the two. The ones you have, the PX head not even has enough buttons to map the full movement. Like, oh no! So like, even if you want to like yaw left, you have to like hold down button A and while you move. That would definitely be a detractor for me. What up, Loot? Could be a Raxla kind of thing. Rumors are that they are teleporters. It's not Raxla. It's not Raxla in the Maelstrom. It's just going to be like thargoid motherships. That's my theory. Is what those ground bases are. We're going to see what they were before they crashed, right? And we're going to get them up in the sky and possibly be able to fight them. If they're dockable, I'm going to be in love, right? But I'm sure that probably what will happen is you'll get through the center of the Maelstrom, see the giant mothership. There'll be a bunch of Glaives, these new like thargoid interceptors, which we know about. This is the other new thing that will just come and kill you, right? You probably can't like do anything with the mothership. That will probably be like update 16, but who knows? Again, this is the stuff that Frontier wants us to know about. There's going to be other stuff, I'm sure, right? But yeah, so the other piece of news that was interesting was SEO, whatever. The D2, okay? D2 says the Thargoid's never coming. This is the lady who was experimented on by Salvation, merged with Thargoid technology, and now she can hear the Thargoid voices and knows what they say, right? And apparently she said that, like, when we sent probes past the Tyrannus energy wave, she perceived a change among Thargoid voices, like being woken up by insect bites. That is a horrifying thought, actually. Like waking up because you're being bitten by an insect. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, apparently they know we're coming, so that's why I want to do this grinding today, because, and hold on, let me exit Galnet. I've been in Galnet for a very long time. Uh-oh. It's frozen. Also, I blue screened earlier. I'm still alive, right? Because I'm stuck in Galnet. Uh-oh. The thargoids have broken my... I can't even, like, menu quit. Am I still alive? Help me? Apparently, if you're in Galnet too long, then it's gonna break. I might have to actually restart. Oh my lordy. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna give Braven some time to work through his issues. I know he's angry with me. Da, 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 da. Oh, mashing the keyboard did not help. Okay, I gotta try the Alt F4. The Alt F4 has failed. This is because we didn't have the bracelet, the King's Bracelet of Protection. Alright. I will end the executable. Oh my. Oh! Crash report. Wow. I'm not going to send it to them. They don't need to know about this. But yeah, so my theory is, like, you know, maybe those glaives, which we know are going to be kind of like between a scout and an interceptor, as in, like, they have the interceptor weapons of, like, lightning and disabling and EMP pulses, but they're fast and maneuverable like scouts, even maybe more so. And they're more like hunter killers, right? Like, they are out there to kind of, like, respond to the, you know, humanity's, you know, we've gotten pretty good at dealing with the Maelstroms, and therefore they're like, okay, we're gonna counter that. So my theory is we'll probably... How dare you call me a noob? I mean, I am, but how dare you? Like, they're probably some sort of, like, function of just, like, Maelstrom protection. Maybe you'll find them in the center initially. Maybe they'll start showing up in combat zones later. I don't know. We're not sure. We don't know. We just know that they're going to be there, and they're going to be pretty interesting to deal with. And I'm like... I don't feel like we needed a new interceptor. Like, that wasn't my priority, but I'm cool with that. I think that's, hey, awesome. If it doesn't, like, if it doesn't increase, like, you know, if that's just an addition, but there's other new content to explore, that's pretty cool. Alright, replotting my route. I sent you a team invite there, Dark. I'm just gonna warp over to your system here. What was that? Did you hear something? Was it a thargoid? Oh my lord. Alright, we were jumping.
I got you.
Oh, hold on, I got you twice. Hold on, how do I mute the disable the voice comms? There we go. I don't know, there should be a default for that. I think there is. So when you are in a wing, you will never get hyperdicted, wonderfully enough. And I think it's because the idea is, like, you can't go help your friend if he gets hyperdicted, so... That's a nice little glitch, though, to get around hyperdictions. Now, where is this Maelstrom? Is it this unidentified signal source? Usually they just show up.
Just head towards me and you'll be alright.
Okay. You're the... Oh, it's far away.
Yeah, 5,600 something.
Okay, I guess they just show up on the radar when you're close there. Dude, I'm 2 meters tall, 6.8 feet, I dare. Oh my lord, you are tall, dude. I'm 6'3", so... And it's like one of those things where, like, I'm tall enough where most people are like, oh my god, you're tall. Do you play basketball? How's the air up there? You hit your head on a lot of chandeliers? But then, like, every once in a while, I'll see someone who's, like, 7 feet, and I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm like, okay, I guess this is how it feels, eh? You're one of those people, dude. It makes me understand the perspective of other people. But do you play basketball? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, 7 Mork Smash, how you doing? Alright. Oh no. Kidding. Okay, so one thing we don't know is, like, what are we gonna do to get rid of these Super Cruise interdictions? Because they're so freaking annoying. What, you Dutch? What does that mean? Am I Dutch? No. Why are Dutch people tall? Is loot Dutch? Is that a thing? You're 170 and people say I'm quite tall. What the hell is 170 mean? Oh, loot is Dutch. There you go. What is 170? What unit of measurement is like 170? I'm 170 liters tall.
Yeah, that will be 1 meter 70. I think he's doing it in imperial metric. Well, whatever. The guy is tall, and he's Dutch.
How many? How many stackable beer cans or whatever? The Dutch are considered the tallest people in the world. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I wonder what leads to those factors. Like, how did the Dutch people become so tall? Was it just natural selection, or was it like, you know, like they really liked building cupboards up on the ceiling, and there was just like an evolutionary need? Lots of people online today, actually. It's nice, as you know, right before an update or right after an update. Like, I'm sure update 15 or whatever will launch on Tuesday. You go look at like the online commanders list, and there'll be like tons of people online. And sometimes it's very heartwarming to see the galaxy alive with people. Sometimes I do log in very late, and it's like, you know, too late for the British and too early for the Aussies. You know, it's like maybe there's a couple West Coast people online, but it's like you might log on, you know, late at night for me, and it's like there's like 2 or 3 commanders online, but sometimes it's just like, damn, yeah, there's a lot of people out there. There's usually that one guy who's just like 25,000 light years away on the other side of the bubble. We have to keep our heads above water, eh? Yeah, maybe that's it, yeah. Here we go. Maelstrom Dave. No, oh yeah. Actually, Maelstrom Dave would be a great Maelstrom. Maybe that should be a spatula video. The 9th secret Maelstrom. Dave. The country's below sea level, so once it's flooded, they don't drown. That's actually a plausible explanation, right? They chug milk. You know what I watched the other day? I watched Leon the Professional with, it's like young Natalie Portman and Jean Reno. And John Reno's character just drinks milk. And there's a lot of weird, overly strange sexual overtones between him and a 14-year-old Natalie Portman. It's a very European movie in that sense. But it's a good movie. Gary Oldman in particular is just the highlight of that movie. If you have not seen it, it's an interesting one. It was on like Netflix or something like that. Ooh, that's a nice, pretty little brown planet there. This is obviously got to be an atmosphere or ammonia world, right? Because from my understanding is like, yeah, the Maelstroms have all landed themselves very close to ammonia worlds, which are of course the Thargoids' preferred atmospheres. I mean, it would be nice if we could land on them, Frontier. Maybe we'll get something like that eventually. Predictive evolution happens in NL. What is NL? Newfoundland? I thought your Delta Works is so good that you don't have to stretch your legs anymore. I don't know if that's how that works, but I'm gonna drop on you, Dark Heavy. There you are. And it actually put me close to you. That's wonderful. What do you find today? You're the Challenger? Let's take a look. What do you like better, the Challenger or the Chieftain? I feel like that actually looks better than the Chieftain. You must have a ship kit on that, because that looks dope, though. I kind of like it. Maybe I bought the wrong ship. Maybe the Chieftain isn't the ultimate ship. Maybe the Challenger is. Just from a looks perspective, anyway, aesthetically. You live about 2 meters below sea level? I'm assuming on land, though, not in the water. It's just, yes, I have to put my computer in a Ziploc bag. I should get myself a Challenger. It is kind of like, I don't know. I think the big thing that discourages me about these Alliance ships is that the names are also... Did you hear that? I heard a thargoid moan. But yeah, like, I don't like how it's like the ship names are so similar and it becomes very hard. It becomes very confusing for my tiny, you know, small capacity brain to like understand which is which is frustrating, but well, it is what it is. Alright, so my friendship drive booster is now dead, as it should be. It's weird that it even does take... It seems to take power, even though it's dead. I was kind of hoping it would not... Wait, what happened to my hull? What, did I boop into you? Or did you boop me? Dark?
There was Boopy. I do not know if it was me or if it was you.
I can see your little pumpkin-headed yellow splotchy jacket. It's amazing. It's like literally, this would be great for jogging at night, that suit that you're wearing. You would never get hit by a car. Well, I mean, not unintentionally.
Yeah, you might get hit by a sniper or two,
Yeah.
but
Maybe
you know,
maybe a frisky
chances.
a frisky orca out there, maybe. But you could fit an S size on my arm. Oh my god! You would wear a small jacket on your arm? Arm jackets. That's another good idea, actually. I would go for that. All right, so we need to go into this Maelstrom and start this harvest. Oh, what have I done? I have accidentally shot a repair limpet out. Well, whatever. I could use the repair. It's a waste of a limpet, but okay. So
Thank you very much. Most kind of you.
So really, all we need is these like caustic sinks, right? So I'm gonna hold on. Which one is my collector? That's tied to one. So I'm gonna just like throw a collector out there. It can just chill. I don't know if the Maelstrom like kills it, but let's start moving in on this, on Oya. Which every time I say it, I just think of Farscape and Moya. That's all I think about. So all we really need is like these little things that go there. Now I'm like, do you wait? Tall people earn more money because they're tall. It's like Space Invaders and the tallest aliens run the government. What? I don't. Okay, should I be going to my employer and say, listen, I'm 6'3", so I should have a raise. I should be making more money. If that would work, I would do it. You have difficulty finding suits? Well, yeah, and believe me, tall people have the same problem, right? Like, it's all the time. It's like I go to a store and it's like, wow, I really like this shirt. Too bad it's not big enough. Or too bad it's like, oh yeah, this is great. It fits me everything except the sleeves are too short because of my long gangly arms. Our Prime Minister is 2.1 meters. Oh my lord. When did we start using meters for height, though? I thought feet was, like, the thing. I get confused on what a meter is. I think I know for how tall I am, it's, like, just slightly under 2 meters or something. So it's like, if I lie down twice in a row... If you tower over your boss while asking, it might work. Just intimidate your boss. Just go be like, yo... I'm tall, give me a raise or I'll sit on you. You don't like this new YouTube layout? What new YouTube layout? Did I do it? Did I do that? Did I change something? I didn't ask it to change. Alright, we are starting to enter in the Maelstrom. We can see here. Oh, hold on. Where are my caustic sinks? They're on the fire group to the left. So I go over here and hit 2 for caustics. Okay, that's important to know. And then all my scanners are on the same program. I feel like maybe some flesh samples would be nice, but I don't really need them. I'm not sure how we get the caustic bits. I think we have to blow up the little fart generators. And you could just blow them up by going very close to them, and then they'll self-destruct. A meter is like 39 inches approximately. See, again, it's like, okay, I know like the centimeters, but I don't know the meters. But I don't know the inches, but I get very confused with measurement. I'm just like, listen, how many bags of milk lined up in a row would make sense? What is this? Team beacon disrupted. What happened? All right, we're coming up. We're coming up on these front boxes here. Same kind of winter jacket made for my HT market. I don't know what that means. I hear shooting. What are you shooting at?
Yep, that'll be me.
Are you just shooting into the Maelstrom?
Yeah, no, I like to think that I'm actually directing my fire at a viable target. Don't know about you, but that's how I roll.
When you say viable target, is it shaped like a jack, or is it shaped like a aquatic mammal?
Yeah, it's kind of looking like one of those fart boxes. Gonna shoot it, gonna scoop it. Once it's dead.
So this, I'm gonna try to shoot this one with my rail guns. Let's see what happens. Oh boy! Wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So now, corrosive mechanisms. We got like all the good stuff. Of course, the crazy part is like these things do just fly. Like they just kind of go really, really far. That's it? Just one corrosive mechanism? That's all I get for all my trouble? Damn. These thargoids are very frugal. I just need to...
Yeah, it may be the thing that they were alluding to.
Oh no.
So they... FDev about hoovering up stuff from
Hold on.
place that we're in.
I just dropped a heatsink because the thargoid vessel just went to scan the thing that I just blew up. He has scanned it. I think it's a Medusa as well. It's got like a lot of hearts. Now he's going after the heatsink. Interesting. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. What's he scanning? He's scanning the heatsink. And he's turning, okay, in another direction. That's good. That's good. I'm just gonna back away slowly. That thing totally snuck up on me. The question for you, Dark, is like, how do these caustic sinks, like, do they give you caustic immunity, or do they just kind of like reduce your caustic stuff to 0? Like, what's the optimal time to start popping them?
The optimal time to start popping them is once they're full. They are effectively a sponge for the causticness of whatever's firing caustic of you. If you look over on the left-hand side of your screen,
Okay.
once they've like loaded themselves up with causticness, then you switch out the fire them and it discharges the caustics.
Okay, so that like status bar that's kind of on the left is like the caustic launcher, like taking the causticness, and once that bar is full, that's when you unleash the beast, so to speak.
Eloquently put, sir. Eloquently put.
Okay. I didn't know how these things work. Okay, so they kind of like are actively taking the causticness, and then once you pop them, they start to like, they just take that caustic and make it go bye-bye. Okay, that's interesting.
That's it.
I like. Okay, there's lots of caustic shards around here. What do you think the unlock requirements are going to be for this thing? Like, obviously we know it's one Growlite. Do you think it'll be like 20 caustic shards?
I would like to think that FDev isn't actually that sick of
Because we do know, I did find out that it's like, it's not one of those things where like you unlock it and then you can just buy as many. Like, it's more like the Guardian pre-engineered stuff where like, hey, you unlock this, that's great. Now do it, give me all those materials, I'll give you another one. Which is a little bit annoying. Like, I wish that were not the case, but it is what it is.
Well, there was a post earlier on in the Discord that was all about the fact that, yeah, actually, when you unlock the... Oh, we might not be talking about the same thing, but the... getting into the thargoid protoplasm through the thing. Once you bought one of those things from Ramtar or...
Fucking rude.
Yeah,
Sorry, I just got shot on by a freaking...
Yeah, I'm just about to as well. I might have to turn around and get away.
This is actually... I like how the caustic sinks work. This is actually my first time like trying the caustic sinks. I have to say, I like it. I like it a lot. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that one I was maybe a little too close to. Nickel and a kidney! Oh my god. Well, I'll never be able to unlock the I'll never get in the center of the Maelstroms if it requires a kidney. That's long gone. Okay. I'm getting a lot of... So it seems like these guys drop corrosive mechanisms when you blow them up. But what causes the caustic shards to come out? Do they just... do those just like spawn? Where's that limpet going?
The answer is, I don't know. I'm just going with what I've got. Sorry, that's not very helpful.
I don't think anyone knows. Not even Frontier. Okay, so there is a caustic shard there, but there's also a Thargy boy. I have to play this one very careful. But at the same token... So this is cool. So I'm not taking caustic damage until the caustic sink launcher fills up. I like this system. This is interesting. That's a lot better because then it's, you just have to remember to like flop over and then like discharge it when it gets full. But you don't like. I was thinking like you have to like pop them and then you have like a certain amount of immunity. But no, it's like they're active until they're not, and that's cool. Like they just kind of like do the work, and then you just have to let them go when they're done. Ooh, there's another caustic shard. So I guess the caustic shards just like get spawned in by the... Uh-oh, hold on. That Medusa's coming this way. Time to heatsink. Let's go stealthy mode. Where's he going? Okay, as long as he's not coming after me. Oh my lord, there's like 3 thargoids going around here. See this? Oh, it's coming towards you, Dark Heavy. Dark Heavy, look out! Dark, you've got a thargoid on you.
Meh, it's just a Hydra.
I don't think it's a Hydra. I think it's a Medusa, but or maybe it's a Hydra. I don't know. Either way, it's all. I like the idea of like just like being creepy here and just like sneaking through the Maelstroms. Like this is cool. Now, obviously, with these, I got meta alloy hull reinforcements with these caustic heat sinks. Like this is much easier than before. I had to unlock the caustic heat sinks and just died 5 million times. Much easier. I'm not going to get any flesh samples right now because I'm probably going to eventually die here. Thankfully, materials have no such reservations about living or dying. Okay, back away, back away, back away, back away. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that backs up my caustics. Ooh, 2 corrosive mechanisms. Lovely. Okay, we need to relaunch our collector limpet. Let's fine. Go get DH. Go get him. Loot is all on the thargoid side now. Ooh, I need. Wow, more caustic. Man. Also, wait, hold on. I'm hearing thargy noises. Oh yeah. Let's go quiet. That's interesting. They go and scan. And when you go blow up a caustic generator, they actually go like scan the non-existent thing. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. You can't see me. Their vision is based on heat. Sweet. This is so freaking much easier with the caustic heat sinks. I like freaking love it. And it's like, this is okay, I'm down to my last caustic heat sinks on one of them, but I've got another one that I can switch to, so I can just go forever. It's really awesome. Oh, my collector is gone. Oh my, look at this cornucopia of materials. I'll be able to unlock these modules. I'll be able to unlock, like, honestly, here's the thing. Is like, I'm fine if I only had the materials to unlock, like, one module, and then I'll just freaking, like, go swap that into whatever ship I need it in, right? Like, you can do that. Okay, hold on, I need to swap my caustic launchers. Why my collector keep... Oh. Because, yeah, note to self, when unleashing collector limpets, do not have anything targeted. Otherwise, they just go get that one thing and then come back and die. And they're like, job done. Hold on. I am out of heat sinks, though, so I'm just kind of, like, a little concerned about these boys. Okay, just minding my own business. One more caustic sink. What was that? Caustic shard? Me likey. Meanwhile, at the center of the Maelstrom, these places look so cool. I remember when they first added the, what do you call them, like the nebulistic clouds or whatever? What were they, what are those things called? The stellar phenomenons? Like, that was just like, oh my lord, like, this is the coolest shit ever. And now these are basically like the same kind of concept of just like this like cool weathery area of space, but then like you have this added like actual gameplay, and like there's like stuff to be collected here and harvested, and there's thargoids wandering around. It's very cool.
And also, it's one of those places where you can just sit and look.
Yeah, and watch
You don't
things do
have to
stuff.
freak out. Yep. Oh, there's a thargoid going towards me. Yeah, I'm gonna get the frick out. Yep. But generally speaking, it's
Oh, I have forgotten to do my caustics.
Yep. Yeah, and I forgot to do my cargo scoop. Yeah. But yeah, generally you can just come and hang out in these places. They're not that dangerous. Winding off.
If you stay kind of like on the edge of it and don't get into the caustic stuff, yeah, you can just sit there and watch for hours. Obviously, if you get into the thick of it, you have to do your caustic management, I guess. But now we have the actual tools to do it, which, like, that's cool. But they're very, like, beautiful environments. I love the fact that the thargoids just go around and interact with the little boogity bees or whatever. Also, I'm very concerned about a little red thing on my radar. Okay, no, he's just doing his harvest job. Just please stay away from me. Oh, I need to get a little bit closer. Cycle out another caustic. The caustic sink launcher is pretty freaking awesome. I like it a lot. So what is that over there? What is that?
I don't know, but I'm jumping.
It's like a bit. Maybe that's a dead one, a dead caustic generator. Kind of looks like a face. A very deformed face. Oh yeah, caustics, more caustics. I'm at 19 caustic shards. This is actually quite good. That's what I'm telling you. The Orca with meta alloy hull reinforcements, okay? That helps you deal with caustic resistance. Like that in combination with caustic sinks, like even just 2 caustic sinks that are engineered, like, oh man. You're basically able to survive practically anything. I'm basically invincible. For now. Right, moving another caustic sink. Now, I do want to blow this guy up, but I kind of want to just, like, move further away, because I know that when they blow up, it makes me hurt. Oh boy! Oh my. Alright, where are them corrosive mechanisms? Okay, so we know there's caustic shards, and we know there's corrosive mechanisms. Are there any other materials in the Maelstrom that I'm kind of like missing on? Like not collecting? Like, are these the only 2? Other than, I guess, like the fleshy samples, which we'll come back for after boom boom time.
I got nothing for you, I'm afraid. I've just been blowing stuff up and collecting with limpets, so I haven't really been tracking stuff.
What is going on? It's like there's like some sort of weird current that like the limpets have to chase these things and do like a ziggy zaggy. Don't worry, Loot, I'm gonna give you your F soon. And then I'll probably take a bio break, and then we'll come back to the Maelstrom and do some like flesh harvesting. Like right now, okay. So let's see. This has been very productive. No, it's not data. It is this stuff. We now have 22 caustic shards, and where's these corrosive? 26 corrosive mechanisms. Now I feel like Frontier are a bunch of. They just hate people to be successful. And so, I'm going to try to collect double what I think that they would set the material requirements at. Oh wait, I'm at 5% hull. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay, quickly collector drip limpet. No! No! I wasn't ready! Okay, well, that's a boom boom. That snuck up on me, damn. So really those caustic sinks are, man, very, very effective. Raven? Okay, there we go. I was worried I was about to crash again. So we lost 14 limpets. Oh. Apparently I lost some cartographic data. $229,000 worth. How? I literally went to like one system. Thank you for the Fs, Ray and Loot. Alright, don't forget your limpets. I do that before the bio break, because I know that after I go pee-pee, I'm going to forget. But I'd say that was a really, really, really good haul. Now do Dark Heavy. Dark Heavy, I think Loot really wants your kidney.
Only if he swaps his liver for it.
I have 2 kidneys, you have 1 liver. Checkmate. But yeah, so like really I think this build is pretty damn effective, right? So the Orca, the only thing I would probably do, and I don't know if I could do this, is make it a little colder so that I avoid detection. Now, of course, these railguns are all long range modified, so I probably need to take more advantage of that. Like, I could be shooting those caustic generators from far enough away that they wouldn't blow me the hell up. I'm trying to think what would help me save power. I guess there's nothing I can really live without here other than I probably don't need the frame shift drive booster, because my jump range will be 33, and that's like well enough for me to get there. Could I put more hull reinforcement there? Yes, I could. Okay, that'll help me last longer. And then, yeah, I guess, you know, what's interesting is my power plant is completely unengineered. Could I go down to a 4A power plant? Or I guess what you'd want to do is go up to a larger... You'd want, like, more power, right? Like, with this 4A overcharged... Because that does hurt my heat efficiency. My heat efficiency would go up, so I don't want that. But I guess in theory, if I had another ship with a 5A that had a... What is it, like... In theory, too, do I have clean drive tuning? Yes, I have clean drive tuning and thermal spread here. I'm trying to see what else has generate heat, but make heat. I guess, like, heat is a function of, like, power draw, right? So, like, if I reduce my power draw, in theory, that would take my mass down. Would this do anything for me? I don't know. We'll try it. Power draw. No, it did the same. Yeah, but I guess, like, if there was anything I could maybe improve on this build, I'd probably make it a little more stealthy, right? Because I've got my Dolphin to run. Like, my Dolphin is insane. It runs at, like, 9% heat. Like, if you basically turn off all the modules and just sit there, the ice forms in the canopy. It's amazing. The problem is that the Dolphin does not have the hull strength to survive in a caustic environment for more than, like, 5 minutes. And also, it just doesn't have that many module spaces, whereas my beautiful, beautiful Orca just has everything I need. It's amazing. I've missed the Orca so bad, and it's just like, oh, until I bought one again, just specifically for this purpose, I was like, I didn't realize how much I missed it until I finally equipped that ship kit, and just like, look at it. It's such a beautiful ship. Although, I don't know about these heat panels. I wish you could change the placement of them. But oh my lord. Orca's amazing. Alright, I'm going to take a bio break because I need to get drinky poo, take a pee-pee. Stretch the limbs too. But you guys can all harvest Dark Heavy's kidneys. Sorry, Dark. Someone's got to do it. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Luke, don't you dare. Don't you dare!
They're coming for you. Alright, BRB. Oh lordy, he back! He back! Alright. Now I'm hydrated. My kidneys are at full maximum capacity. No, wait! Where are my kidneys? Loot? I know it was you. What are you saying there, Roger? You never thought about using an aircraft for Maelstroms. I didn't think about it initially, too. I was trying, like, every other ship. I tried a Killback, I tried a Dolphin, I tried my Crate, the Chief, you know, and then I'm just like, you know, let's try an Arca. Why? Just because I want to fly one. And it actually turned out to be pretty damn decent. Hold on, did I remember Limpets? Oh, yes. Yes, past Spatula has come through. He remembered his Limpets. Good boy, good boy. Alright, I fly back to Maelstrom now. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, so I'm thinking, by the way, so, okay, so also I should plug this every time. Operation Warbucks, I think it's like the third one, is happening, not next weekend, but I think the weekend after. And it's going to be called the Thyroid War. And I think there's like, something ridiculous, like 27 streamers. Hold on, let me see if I can find the like promo art or whatever. It's all part of it's all in the Pilot's Lounge. Orange Phoenix is a master organizer. He's putting together the whole thing. Let me see here. Oh, there's actually a promo video. I should just play this. Hold on. Let me just queue it up. How can I do this? I can go into OBS. And, hold on. Have to go. Whoa. Wait, what? I'm in the same system as the Dangabus. Okay, jump has failed. Okay, that's bought me time. So hold on. Let me show you the Warbucks promo trailer. This is an exclusive sneak peek. Okay, not really, because it's Orange Phoenix already put it live. Hold on. Stop the music, and then let's go here and do. I guess it would be browser or books. Oh god. No, that's not what I want. No! Get out of here! Bye! Remove. Yes. Okay. No, what I want is like screen capture. Or display capture. There we go. Display capture 3. No, not that one. This one? No, not that one. This one. Okay. Let me cue that up. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the audio. I'm going to play you the promo video for Operation Warbucks, which is very topical because there's a Maelstrom. So check this out.
This year, Operation Warbucks returns with the Thyroid War. A 4-day stream relay, raising funds and awareness for the British Thyroid Foundation. Join 27 streamers
27
for back-to-back Elite Dangerous streams on Twitch TV.
This is like the schedule. I love that voiceover, by the way. It's such a good voiceover.
The event begins on Friday the 19th of May at 10 a.m. UTC.
4 days.
And continues all weekend through Monday the 22nd.
Look at all those streamers. Maelstrom, boom, boom, boom.
So join us for Operation Warbucks number 3.
So the British Thyroid Foundation, great cause. Really happy to be supporting it. And yeah, you can see just like look at all these dang streamers, right? Like, so it starts. All the fun starts on Friday at 10 UTC, which God knows I have no idea what time that is. Looks like Commander Hatch is kicking it off. I don't know if like Orange Phoenix or the Pilot's Lounge or whatever might kick it off, but Commander Hatch, then the Highlander, then Nikki Dangerous, then Night Bites, then yours truly, Mr. Spatula Dangus, like 2300 to 3 a.m. UTC. So because I'm over here in the supporting time zone on North America, so I'm filling in those late night gaps for you UTC folks, right? Then Siphon Dex, 2020 Hindsight, Orbital Jeffo, The Older Gamer AU, Nanya Business, fantastic. He was part of the last one too. Captain Metzi as well. Aram, Seraphim, Agent China, and I think that's like a joint stream. And then the next day, the fun continues. Karha, Zeke Gaming, DJ Maybear, Super Chicken, Will 0104, Commander Scorpius, Soldier Sailor, Thargoid, Hotshot Henry, 2020 Hindsight. That's a great name. Commander Styles, Commander Damascus, Garrison, and then Orange Phoenix wrapping the whole thing up, right? Of course, Scorpius, you got to know Scorpius. You watch this channel. Scorpius has done many collabs together. If he's streaming right now, when I end, you should go watch him. And DJ Maybear from the last one, Zeke Gaming as well from Operation Warbucks. Thargoid, if you don't know Thargoid, man, I love his channel. He kind of like cosplays as like a giant. He's like a Thargoid or Thargoid that like took human form or got like its consciousness uploaded into a human commander. Really fun stream, but just like an amazing lineup altogether. Like I don't know all of these people because there's like 27 and I don't spend enough time on Twitch, but man, 4 freaking days of just constant streaming. It's gonna be a gas, And the crazy thing is too, like last year when we did this, we were raising. It was for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and over the course of, I believe it was like 3 days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and involving like something like maybe 11 or 12 streamers, we raised a total of like 12 grand or like something like that. USD? I can't remember. We raised a lot of freaking money. It was a really, really well done event, supporting a great cause. The Thyroid Foundation, especially if you know Commander Plater, who has thyroid cancer and has been fighting that for years now and has been doing a lot of great work for the British Thyroid charity as well. It's a cause that is close to my heart. I have a lot of huge respect, mad respect for Commander Plater, and the fact that this is like supporting that cause is just makes it all the better. So I'm like, this is dope. It's gonna be awesome. A lot of great people involved. Orange Phoenix just doing an amazing job coordinating an insane amount of people around one thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The Thargoid Foundation. Well, no. We're not supporting the Thargoid Foundation. It's the Thyroid, the British Thyroid Foundation. But it is the Thyroid War, which is like a play on words for like, you get it, okay? But I thought it was pretty awesome. A dialysis device for streamers? What? Oh my god. What were you thinking? Did that hurt, Spat? What were you talking about? Did what hurt? Like my kidneys being extracted? The Bologna's Overlord will now present. That's not my voice, by the way. I don't know who did the voice over for OP's video there. Really good trailer voice though. I'm like, damn, okay. Like that guy could do movie phone. May 20-something. Operation Warbucks. Now, I'm still kind of debating on like what. I think obviously update 15 will be out, so I'll probably be content-wise like doing Thargoid stuff. It's the Thyroid War, you gotta do thyroid stuff, right? Or Thargoid stuff. So I'm like, I don't know, going into the center of the Maelstroms, doing whatever content is in there, doing some on-foot missions. I'll probably like wait till the update is out and kind of see what I like and what the whole thing is. I'll have a 4-hour slot. I think the way it works is like, you go live for an hour, and then after an hour, the previous streamer raids the next person into the stream. Then that streamer goes for 2 hours, and then... Or no, 3 hours, and then raids the next person. So it's kind of like a chain link fence, or, you go to the one... This is all Twitch stuff. So, speaking of it, it's like normally I stream on YouTube. I haven't done Twitch in a long time, so I might do, on Tuesday... when update 15 drops. I might get home from, because I work my full-time job, but when I get home from work, it'll be super late for you know, folks on the other part of the planet, you know, the Europeans. It'll be quite late for you guys, but I'll probably do like a quick Twitch stream, just literally to kind of like test Twitch, because I know I've had some issues with Twitch in the past. Like even when I did the Radio 7 stream, which to me is like, I think probably the best stream I've ever done. It's like very infamous. I don't think I can top it, because it's just like the craziness that happened. All the stars aligned. I mean, who knows? We'll see. But oh my lord. And that stream, by the way, is, I uploaded it to YouTube, so if you ever want to revisit it, it is out there somewhere. There you go. There's Olia. But that stream, like literally, I had a blue screen of death, because I was trying to like use Twitch Beta Studio and play videos while playing Elite, like doing all this sort of stuff that really, I guess, tested the limits of my system. Literally, I've never had a stream like crash out with a blue screen, other than Radio 7. But yes, it was an epic stream. I still have not like, man, I have not had enough time to really plan this as I would like. That's why I wanted to get that Maelstrom video done as quickly as possible. Like, I had some other ideas for that, the ending. So, if you saw my Maelstrom video, Spatula gets to the center of the Maelstrom, goes through the wave of dead consoles because he's in the undeveloped universe, and comes upon Raxla. In canon, he just did some onion head, went in the Maelstrom, and got blown up, and saw Raxla in a drug-fueled fantasy. But, the original idea that I didn't have time to do was like, he was going to land on an Earth, like, and I was going to use like footage from like some 80s show or something, where like Spatula would be walking around in like a city, only every single person, instead of having a human head, I was going to put like a thargoid. Oh shit! Get out of here, thargoid! They heard me talking. I was going to put like, he lands on a planet of like thargoid people, or it's just like regular humans with thargoid heads. And then I was like, oh my god, I don't have the freaking energy to like make all of that. Like, that is way too much work. So I just said, fuck it, Raxla. But yeah, that was the original idea. That just, I did not have the time or energy to do all of that. And it's like, you know, it's like I can't delay that video any longer, because like the update was coming, and obviously with this stream being a couple weeks away, I want some time to plan it out, pre-write a couple bits, maybe do something. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to try to do like a call-in segment. Like, it's not going to be like Radio 7. Like, it won't be like DJ Squats or whatever. Or will it? I don't know. I haven't figured that out. But I want to do like at least one bit for like the bio break. Like, just have like a little segment or whatever. I want to have some fun with it, is what I'm saying. But it'll be mainly thargoid related content. Alright, let me just make this guy go boo boo. Bye-bye. You gonna blow up yet? Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Sucker. Yeah, these long range, what do you call them? Long range railguns. Pretty swanky. Pretty dang swanky. Alright, let's go ahead and collect those bits. It's okay, I've got caustic heat sinks. But yeah, certainly it's just like, you know, it's like when it comes down to doing a special event. Oh, caustic crystal? What the hell? Undiscovered, okay. What is a caustic? Okay. Has anyone even heard of this before? I've apparently never seen one before. We must find the caustic crystal. Okay. Okay. It's just like a super rare Pokemon? Did anyone even know this existed? Is this new? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. My limpet expired. I want that caustic crystal, but I also want to get, like... Okay, yeah, go get the caustic crystal. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Okay. What just happened there? I don't know. Caustic crystal, where are you? I've got myself turned around, oh my lord. Okay, I really need this. This is undiscovered. So what is a caustic crystal? Also, time to launch a caustic sick. Check this out. We're gonna get that rare first discovery thing. New material discovered. Manufactured caustic crystal. Where? Manufactured, okay. Caustic crystal, a dense cluster of crystallized caustic gas, high rarity. Interesting. So maybe that's one of the rare ingredients. I've never seen that before. I wonder what you're normally supposed to do to get those things to actually, like, show up. Like, is it... Oh. Don't look at me. Just gonna kind of, like, go to the side here. I'm gonna save my heatsink for when I truly need it. If he looks at me... Don't look at me. Caustic crystal. The autistic crystal. The Ostic. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That is super rare, though. I've never seen one. I've spent a lot of time in the Maelstroms. Corrosive mechanisms. There's more over here. Okay. We're just getting a little bit closer. If he looks at me, I heat sink and run. Oh, also, caustics. Release limpet. Oh, whoa. What's going on there? What was that? What was going on there? I don't know. I like it. Yeah, I do not know what a caustic crystal is for, but I'm imagining that will probably be a requirement to get into the center of the Maelstrom. So I guess what our mission here is to see if we can find more of those. It'd be like, you only need 75 of them to unlock one module. Braben, we need to talk. I hope it's not that bad. But certainly, I would like to have more than 3. Because the last thing I want to do is like, oh yeah, people are going to the Maelstrom. It's totally awesome in there. There's so much gameplay. And then Spatula here is still just like grinding on the outside. I'm hearing very disturbing noises. So do those things just like randomly spawn, or like do they spawn? Like, should I be like bothering to blow up those little buggy boos? Maybe you have to get closer to the Maelstrom itself. Time for a caustic. Like, maybe the closer you get to the Maelstrom, the more likely they're gonna spawn? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to get too close because of, well, you know. Yeah, what are the conditions to spawn caustic crystals? I did not even know that those were a thing. Do you have any concrete news on what the... Okay, so we don't have concrete news. All we know is... Well, number one, you can get them for free if you had delivered Ramtaw enough materials. Some people are getting messages saying as such. Of course. Hold on one second. I need to concentrate on blowing that buddy up. Apparently, you will be required at least one Relic. So, like, the Relic is a non-negotiable. Like, that is definitely going to be the case. Ooh, another caustic crystal. Right, screw the corrosive mechanisms. This is the real juice. Gotta drink your OJ. So we know Relic, and we know probably this stuff that I'm out here collecting. Do we know how many and what quantity? No. We did find out that apparently it will be you have to pay materials for every single unlock. So if you want 2 modules, you have to do the grind twice. So it's like the pre-engineered Guardian stuff. It's not like you unlock it and then you can just buy as many as you want, which is a little bit disappointing, but honestly, I don't care. If like, how many ships am I gonna like, I'm probably gonna have maybe 2 ships maximum that I will use as like my, you know, if I want to go Maelstrom exploring. I feel like it's kind of a different build than what you would do for like thargoid. So like my Crate Mark II right now is an interceptor killer, right? So it's got my pre-engineered Guardian shard cannons, it's got the fighter, it's got everything that I need to kind of, you know, if I needed to take on a Hydra or take on a Medusa or whatever, right? My Chieftain, I'm going to start kind of respecking that build to be a little bit more like something that can do combat within like one of these systems that has like, what do they call it? Maelstroms, right? So it's like no Guardian tech on it. Like I'm going to make it like, you know, all AX weaponry and stuff like that, right? And then my Type 10, I'm going to kind of turn that into a combination, like I'm going to make that more like a AX support ship. So my idea with that is kind of go like, you know, full multi-cannons, make it sort of like be able to work on the scouts and go full limpet, right? And just go around like giving people the wonderful message, decontamination limpet failed, over and over and over and over. And okay, I'm getting a little too close for comfort to these things. I want more crystals, but how do these things spawn? It's so cool though. We found a new material. And then, yeah, I was thinking, like, my Orca is kind of like a really good Maelstrom explorer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I heard noises. Noises that I don't want to hear. Oh, yeah, caustic time. And then, yeah, maybe a Dolphin as a stealth reconnaissance ship where, yeah, if I want to, like, do a very quick kind of like, okay, let's go into... Wait, why is there a decontamination limpet? Did I fire a decontamination limpet at myself? Oh, I did, didn't I? I went the wrong way. Right, let's fire that caustic. Okay, I want to shoot. Actually, hold on. So it looks like these caustic shards just kind of like spawn, and maybe the crystals are the same way. Like maybe it's a case where like, oh, my collector's already going there. Wonderful. That's the spirit. Come on, little buddy. You're doing good work. You're doing good work for science here. All right, now I want to switch to my other caustic launcher. And there we go. 7 more shots. It's an interesting system. I like it. It's like got like some puzzly elements, right? Like you feel like there's a real stratagem. There we go. Die. Whoa, okay. Relax. I'm very curious to know, like, how do the, hold on. Electric caustic. How do the crystals spawn? Like, I'd have to look that up, and probably I bet you the community at large doesn't know, because we are on the frontier of, like, what humanity actually knows. No one really knows how these Maelstroms work. We have suspicions, we have theories, we have tinfoil, but no one can truly say that they are an expert on the authority. Not even Ramtaw. He might tell you he does, but he might tell you he's like, yeah, I know what's going on, but I don't trust him. Okay, there is a thargoid over there. Just kind of keep that in mind. It's down to 42% hull. But these caustic launchers, yeah, I did not know how they worked prior to this. I was like, thank you, Dark Heavy, for explaining to me that I need to be looking at that bar on the left. Because I was going into the Maelstrom and just like firing these, hoping that like, okay, it'll give me like 6 seconds of invincibility or whatever. I had no idea. Because Frontier does not sometimes explain how things work. They're just like, you figure it out. Isn't that the fun of it? Don't you like not knowing things and having to figure it out for yourself like a big boy? Well, sometimes. Oh no, did I eject 2? Oops. What is that? Caustic shards? So I guess, yeah, the caustic shards are what these guys manufacture. The crystals must pop out randomly, and then if you want the corrosive mechanisms, you have to make the little fart boxes go boom boom. You've made 38 unclassified relics? Oh my lord. See, I have 9, and I feel like, okay, as long as it's like, okay, we only need 1 per thingy, then that's great. I've got a bunch of Guardian relics. I got like 15 of those. I would really not want to have to go do the Guardian Relic grind again. Or any Guardian grind for that matter. It's just one of those things where it's like, I've just done so much of the Guardian grind. I never want to do it again. Like, please don't make me. I'm gonna shoot this guy. He's out on the peripheral. Why won't you let me shoot you? Shouldn't you be dead now? The spread on the Orca at long range is not ideal for railguns, but it's fine. It kind of works against each other. It's like, yes, these are long range, but also the spread is terrible for long range. Okay, apparently this guy's just like out of range. Oh, pips to weapons. Right. Will you die? Please, will you die? Okay, that was a hit. You're gonna go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I was a little too close on that one. So corrosive mechanism, lots of caustic shards too. Okay. Must release caustic sink. You suspect your inactive squad mates will be back and forming a queue on Wednesday. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about these updates is you will see, like, when it's exciting, like, a lot of people will come back. But then it's like, you know, yeah, you've done all the grind, and they've basically done nothing, so really, they should go do their own damn grind. But no, you gotta be nice, you gotta help people out. I mean, this is the wonderful part about Elite. And also, hold on. Collector limp. Oh. Apparently I... Why do these things fly so far away? It's really irritating. Also, hold on. Heatsink. I knew it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. What up, Dead Star? Oh, he's trying to look at me. Alright, let's go for more caustic shards. I am out of caustic 6 though. So at this point, it is now a countdown to doom. That's fine. If I can get like one more caustic shard, we're in pretty good space now because we have, let's see here, 40 caustic shards and corrosive mechanics, 41, and then these caustic crystals. Now I've got 6 of them. Though I'm kind of like, yeah, how many do you think it will be? Like, if those are materials involved in the construction of these neutralizers, is it going to be like, you just need a couple of them, 5 of them, or is it going to be like 10? Or will it be like 40 and people will lose their minds? Because, I mean, oh my lord, they like, the first 2 I've ever seen spawn were in this stream. back to back, and prior to that, I didn't even know they existed. So I wonder what other rare materials might be like down in the Maelstroms. Like it would be reasonable to say like if you go closer to the center of the Maelstrom, maybe there are some rare materials that spawn once in a blue moon, and like no one's discovered them because no one lasts that long. I could see that being a thing. I wouldn't put it past Frontier to think that was a good idea either. Do I think it's a good idea? No, no, no. It's annoying. Alright, since we're gonna die, let's head towards the center. Which is, I guess, this way? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Cargo scoop up. Let's boost. We got no caustic sinks left, so there we go. Oh no! That's enough. That's fine. That just puts me back to my ship so I can restock limpets quicker. You're doing me a favor, Thargoids. Yeah, apparently the cartographic data for that system is like 230,000. I didn't even honk. It's kind of insane. So I guess my thought would be is, okay, at this point, unless Frontier is feeling particularly diabolical, having 46 caustic shards and what was the corrosive, 41 corrosive mechanics, I should be able to unlock at least one. Thank you for the Fs, folks. Caustic crystals though, and it looks like this is like a level 4 material, so it means that it's not like the most rare, because level 5 is what they all go up to. Although some branches of materials only have up to 4. My thought is I'd like to find more of these. And I guess like collecting whatever along the way is fine, right? I mean, you might as well grind when you feel like grinding, as opposed to like you when you have to grind and you don't want to grind, you're like, ugh. It's like if you're in the mood to grind, just do it. Get out of the way. Do as much as you can. Maximize that grind. Right? I still regret not doing Crystalline Forests before they kind of separated the old Horizon universe. And like even when I was doing manufactured instructions and doing the whole relog at a, you would take a mission for an impact site that had a satellite with a data pad, and it would want you to like, cut open the panel, take the micro capacitor or whatever, right? Like, get rid of that, like, don't complete that mission, like, just literally don't do it. Who dare? Oh, Glitterbeard. I see you sneaking up on me, Ray Mobula. I guess Dark Heavy's gone. He must have fell. You took his kitty during the bio break. You've destroyed our good friend Dark Heavy. But yeah, so friggin' I completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh my lord. All this caustic damage just started to impact my brain! My brain! Alright, we're heading back there. Oh, I was talking about grind, right? So it's like, okay, yeah, so to get manufactured instructions in, like, an efficient way. You take an impact site crash mission, you find the satellite, it tells you to cut open the panel. Don't cut open the panel. Just open the data pad. Hopefully you find manufactured instructions. If you don't, exit to desktop, relog the game. You'll spawn in at the same impact site. The data pad will be refreshed because you closed the game. And therefore, you can just go and harvest new data. And every time you have a chance to find, manufactured instructions. And if you happen to find manufactured instructions, great. Log out and log back in again, and you get more. And you can keep doing that as long as you have that mission, right? As soon as you take the mission, if you try to relog, the satellite that you harvested or were harvesting will be gone, right? And so I remember just sitting there and doing that for like 2 hours, and it just being painful. And I got probably like 20 or 25 or something like that manufactured instructions from it. I was able to then upgrade some good suit stuff doing this horrible cheesy thing. And I was like, I had that thought of like, I could probably do this for another hour, but it'll be painful. Nah. But now that I look back, I'm like, I wish that I just freaking did it. I wish that I never had to worry about manufacturing instructions ever again. Because it is, like, painful and cheesy. The other tactic is the high-grade emission relog or whatever. The high-grade emissions, if you find a high-grade emission, and it's got, let's say, a 22-minute timer, and you go in and it's like a great material you want to find, great. Go into it, log out of the game, come back in, go back to Super Cruise. The high G will be still there. You can drop back in and do your harvest all over again until that timer expires, right? These are cheap little ways to kind of mitigate a little bit of the grind, and actually, for me, make me feel more like it feels like more of a grind doing it this way, and it feels less interesting. I don't like it, but at the same token, man, it's like there's no better way to guarantee yourself results. And if you're in the mood to do it, trust me, go as far as you can until you literally start bashing your head against the keyboard, then quit. But like, go as long as you can, because your future self will love you for it. Yeah, so I mean, missions for caustic materials, I don't think there are currently, but I think the theory is that in the next update, when we get these like ground-based missions that, like, you go down to that base, there's like these new thargoid land units or whatever, these hover boys, the little, they're not called scavengers. What are they called? Like reavers or reapers or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. But there'll be like little scavengers that have like laser beams and flashlights, and they actually look super cool. And the thought is that, yeah, maybe from those missions you can maybe get rewards for caustic materials, but that's not been confirmed. Like, they have not said anything about, hey, there are missions that are going to guarantee you these materials. Like, no. So I would not assume that. Like, this is what I'm saying. Do the grind now so that when update 15 comes out on Tuesday, if you want to go to the center of the Maelstrom, you'll thank me now if you've done the grind and can just like go do the content and have fun with it. If you are hearing about everyone else seeing this cool stuff at the center of the Maelstrom, and then you can't get in for 3 hours because you have to do the work, so to speak, then, oh, come on. Please stop this foolishness. These stupid interdictions, I hate them. I hate them so much. Whatever. It's fine. The FSD cooldown, if you submit to these things, it's like, it honestly, it's like pointless. It's just annoying. It just wastes my time. Revenant. Ooh, that's a good. I like that, the song, The Revenant. That's a movie. But there's also a song by the Distillers called The Revenant or something like that. It's a good song. And also a good movie where Leonardo DiCaprio gets mauled by a bear. Which is always a pleasure to see. Running evacuate injured staff missions you piled up last night could team up in 30 minutes. Oh, you're doing evacs. That's cool. Yeah, again, you don't. You to contribute to the Thargoid War, you don't have to be like an AX combat pilot. You can be a support ship and just help other AX pilots by decontaminating them, repairing their hulls and whatever. Or you could just like do rescue missions, or you could actually, I think there's like trade missions too, where like some of the systems need supplies in order to defend themselves. There's no exploration gameplay though. I mean, I guess maybe exploring the heart of a Maelstrom after update 15 could be a thing. Ha! DH8 is alive and well. His kidneys are rejuvenated. You can take the kidney out of DH8, but you can't take DH8 out of the kidney. There's a lot to unpack in that statement, to be honest. I'm not. Oops. Accidental map. Okay, here we are, back in the Maelstrom. Now, really, what I want is more of them rare crystals, but I'm not sure how you go about. Like, is there a tactic to find them? Actually, I'm gonna do a quick Google and see. Elite Dangerous Caustic Crystal. Let's see here. So Inra... Oh, hold on. I hear thargoid noises. High rarity, but there's no information like where to find these. It was discovered on day 1. You're a bit late with the news, so apparently some guy on Reddit was like, "Oh my god, I found these new caustic crystals," and then someone else on Reddit is like, "We already knew that like 22 days ago, you retard. Get out of here." Like, people on Reddit are just so freaking nice in this community. No, it's actually the worst. I think it's worse than the forums sometimes. I just see some real mean-spirited, terrible people. Shards and crystals spawn randomly in the Maelstrom's cloud. They never drop from the generator. Crystals will be useful in future updates, I suppose. I just find everywhere and collect shards and crystals. None of the generators were destructed. Okay, so you don't... Wrong, the generators sometimes drop shards. Can you please provide me a video of this event? No, I didn't record it. Okay, I tried it by myself. Nothing happened. It's only random. Well, that sucks, man. I got caustic shards on my second generator. Must be a skill issue. What a bunch of dicks! This is the freaking Reddit for Elite, like, is just full of dicks. They're just a bunch of dicks. Screw them all. Doing a bit of all the thargoid under threat systems. Yeah, I mean, I like how, again, you can contribute in different ways, and there's different, like, you know, like, obviously, there's the Maelstrom that's closest to Bologna's is the one that concerns me the most. Like, that definitely is like, okay, if I was gonna fight in a war, I'm gonna fight the war that's closest to my home for selfish reasons or whatever, right? But, you can also sort them now so that if you just want to see, like, what is the system with the most progress, that will also be like, where can I be the most effective? Because I think, if you think about it, we don't know how to stop a Maelstrom, right? So what does kind of make sense to me is, like, you know, when we are... Okay, thank you, Collector. Do your job. Like, when we were thinking about this, like, we should really be pooling our efforts. Let's find one Maelstrom, ideally the one closest to Bologna's. Come on, everyone, let's go to Region. But, you know, let's say we get one Maelstrom where we finally figure out, okay, if we win 16 battles, maybe something happens, right? Like, it would be really, I think, probably in our best interest to, like, let's solve its... Oh, hold on. Why my caustic sink not launch? It's bound. What? Oh, because I'm not on the right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, hold on. Like, we should try to get rid of one Maelstrom, put all of our eggs in one basket, at least take it to completion. Then we'll know what we need to do, and then we can just, like, rinse and repeat, right? As opposed to right now, we have no idea. We have no idea what we're doing. Which, welcome to my world. And what a pretty world it is. Look at that beautiful... I love the heart of the Maelstroms. It looks so cool. Time for another caustic sink. The closer you get to the center of the Maelstrom, the more, I think, caustic damage you take. Oh, team invitation. Hello, Didstar. Just make sure to... There we go. Here. I wonder too, will the center of the Maelstrom be like ultra caustic, right? Well, we need to have like 16 caustic sinks. Well, that's another good thing about the Orca, by the way, is the Orca has more what do you call them? Like the slots, utility slots. Good evening. We just swimming through Maelstroms here looking for crystals. Now, if these things are super rare, it's kind of annoying, because, like, yeah, that we have not found a way to cheese the system yet and get these things to spawn whenever we want, right? Like, we're going to have to do the grind the way that Frontier intended, which is always a little scary, because Frontier likes us to grind a lot. It'd be nice if there's something I could do to, like, if there was a trade-off where it's like, yeah, you could shoot, like, a missile into just in like, or maybe like those flak cannons. Like, you can explode the flak cannons that will generate crystals, But as a side effect, that will attract all the interceptors to like that area, so you have to be really quick. Like that'd be cool. My god, I have 52 of these caustic shards. It's actually very good. It does look like diarrhea. Those little clouds of yellow that the fart boxes drop. It does make me want to kind of gag. It kind of triggers that like gag reflex when ugh. So pretty. But yeah, I am glad that, like, I was really worried that all we would get would be maybe a new interceptor, maybe not even that. And I think I'm really stoked that there is going to be FPS, even if it's not the FPS that I wanted. You know, it's not the excuse me. Okay, a little bit of a hiccup there. It's fine. Like, even though it's not the Starship Troopers thing, right? It's like the fact that they at least kind of went and did that, and it's like, okay, we are gonna give you some FPS content, means that obviously they're thinking about it, right? And so that means logically they will potentially expand on it, or at least it's on their radar. So that kind of kind of like gives me that hope, that inspiration, that like we're gonna get something eventually, right? And also, hold on. I thought I saw a thargoid. Heat sink. Alright, come on, collector. Collector, go! Collector. Are you doing your thing, collector? Okay, he is doing his thing. Again, the Orca's nice and cool, so at least, like, I can avoid detection. So I don't want to piss off the neighbors, you know? Oh my, he was close. And he's gonna want to understand, like, what blew up that fart box? Who did this? Why did they do this? My little babies. My little caustic babies. Time to do our swap here. Okay, let's go get this other corrosive mechanism and hopefully avoid Big Bertha over there. Just pay no mind to the sleek black whale-like creature that is gliding through your maelstrom. I'm just here to grind, not to destroy you. So far, yeah, I'm not seeing any more crystals. These seem to be like super freaking rare. Which, if these are like a huge, like if they're like, yeah, you need 20 of these for one unlock, I think people are gonna flip out. Now, if you could maybe earn them as mission rewards, and those mission rewards are fairly common, fine. But they seem to be like super, super rare. It's weird though, because I saw 2 of them in like the same little venture, and then I haven't seen like a single one since. It doesn't seem to matter how close you are to the Maelstrom, because we were not close to the center and finding 2 of them. Very, very odd. There seems to be no logic to these. You hope that... okay, so you're happy they beefed up the reactivation missions first step. Yes, this is cool. So, so Twitter is the best community for Space ED. Interesting. I don't do a lot. I go on Twitter occasionally, but I'm not like good at the Twitter. I sound like an old person. The Twitter. The forums are obviously toxic. They're supposed to be anyway. Oh, by the way, that does look like an entrance right there, like right there. But like, forums are always. You're gonna have like toxicity on forums because that's what you're supposed to do. That's just how forums work, you dummy. And then like the Reddit is just like full of just jerks, man. It's like, really is. Like, especially the moderators. Like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put this out there, and I don't care. You can't ban me. Screw you, moderators. Not all moderators. The subreddit moderators for Elite Dangerous. Screw you in particular. For no reason. Because I'm just gonna blame you for all my life problems. You know what? You probably caused my damn hernia 2 years ago. I had heartburn the other day. You know who I blame? The Reddit mods. Deal with it, bitches. But seriously, I do like. I'll like post a video. Sometimes I post like an Elite Dangus. I've just stopped putting it on Reddit. It sucks because like when I post a video on Reddit, even if it does poorly, it brings in a lot of new people to like see my latest Dangus, right? And you know, it's like obviously like like there's a lot of people that will find Elite Dangus and be like, yo, this guy's an idiot. Sounds like a dying shrew. And whatever, man. Like that's cool. I'm not here to make everyone happy. I make myself happy, and if you are entertained in the process, then we good. But, you know, it's like giving the people the opportunity to discover the content to see if they like it or not is nice, you would think, right? But literally, I will post a video, and within 5 seconds of posting, I will have like a downvote. Who do you think is sitting on that subreddit looking at new content as it comes in, other than the moderators? And that first downvote, that's all it takes to just like de-rank you, right? Because the way Reddit works or whatever is like the more updates that you have. Whoa! What the hell? Where? Why? How? Oh, I guess I got too close to one of the boom boxes. Okay, cool. I'll take your crap. But yeah, so obviously the way it works is like the more successful you are earlier, the more it can have a chance to snowball. But if you get downvoted right off the bat, it's like it never existed. Like you just immediately are put into oblivion. And so my suspect is that the moderators just hate me and immediately downvote like everything that I do. I mean, it could just be one moderator. I don't mean to paint them all with bad colors. Maybe there's some moderators that are good, some moderators that are bad. Oh, what am I talking about? All moderators are terrible. Screw them all. What is going on? Why do these things like float around? You see, it's like it's kind of like doing little loop-de-loops. Like there's a current inside this Maelstrom. I am not finding any freaking caustic crystals, man. They are rare. 6.5 hours, that'll be the time I wake up again. 07 you hosers. Oh, good night, Loot. Night, night. Now, I don't know if I want the Revenants to be, like, a pain in the ass to fight. I think it's more like... I would like them to present kind of like a different challenge. Like... Wait, what? I already had a collector malfunction? Okay, no, it's back in action. I would like them to present like a different challenge, like again, like just like you have to use like a different strategy as opposed to like they're just horrible goons that immediately destroy you like that. You know, I think that would go too far. What's wrong with my collectors? Is it my caustic damage? Do I need to heat sink? Does that matter? Oh wait, hold on. Is it my module? No, it's at 98%. What's your problem? Why does it keep saying malfunction? What's wrong with you? Okay, now this thing has drifted away. There is a weird current in the center of these Maelstroms. How did I get so far away from this thing? I'm also kind of curious, what do corrosive mechanisms like physically look like? Do they? Because like you know how like most commodities are like canisters or whatever. Like, I'm very curious to know what a corrosive mechanism is like. Actual. Oh, Well. I smacked into it. Limpet. Do your job, Limpet. Limpet! Oh, I'm at low power. Limpet? The Limpet's so confused. Limpet, are you okay?
Caustic substance neutralized.
Maybe we can catch a rare glimpse of it as it is deposited into the hold.
Warning. Caustic damage detected.
Yeah, I know. Okay. There's the Limpet. Okay, I did not get a chance to see that. Oh my lord, the caustics is really hurting me.
Caustic damage detected.
Okay, is there any caustic crystals? No. So they are really super rare, that's interesting. And my collector keeps malfunctioning, that's really interesting. They just need to be a serious challenge, not just by number. Yeah, I mean, a challenge, yeah. I think, like, I just want them to be, like, tactically interesting, right? Like, again, like, you can't use the cheese tactics on them. Like, you have to, like, fight them slightly different. Because that's what, when the thargoids first showed up, what I thought was really interesting is, like, you know, if you play a lot of PvE, it's like there's, like, lancing or whatever, which is, like, that whole thing of, like, okay, yeah, we blow past each other and do these little salvos where we, then turn around and kind of like jousting or whatever. Like we kind of run at each other, do as much damage as we can in that thing, and then turn around and do it again. And then we're gonna die soon, so I'm gonna go to the center. Maybe the caustic crystals spawn closer in. Maybe it's like a higher percentage. Okay, let's launch our last caustic sink. All right, we're on our last legs now. Oh my lord. At 2%. How? How? Damn, it happens quick. You watched Starship Troopers last night? Oh yeah, it is a masterpiece. Like, it still holds up. I think it actually works better today than it did at the time. Like, people didn't understand, I think, that it was like this satire of like fascist propaganda. And they kind of took it seriously. We're like, oh, I don't know about this. This is kind of like glorifying the military. It's like, yeah, that's the tongue. That's what. Do I have to explain Jonathan Swift to you? Have ChatGPT control them. Control what? The limpets? But I think Starship Troopers actually holds up better today than it did at the time. Like, just the fact that it still looks good, too. Like, in lines like, they sucked his brains out. Like, there were just, like, amazing, corny, like, B-movie lines that I loved in it. Okay, hold on, I gotta... No, 1 second. Okay, you might hear some traffic in the background, but it's getting steamy in here. The weather's changing, winter's over, it's now getting nice and summery, so... How did I have any universal chronographics if I just died? I'm just not going to question that. I'm going to take that 4,000 credits to the bank. Alright, I'll probably do one more run, and then I'm going to call it quits today, just because I am so tired and hungover, and just, like, I've been stretched thin over this week. I need some nice lie-down time. Lie down and nap, maybe read a comic book. But this is good. We have been... Normally on my streams what happens is I just die a lot and lose money and accomplish nothing. But today, we have discovered a new material, got 6 caustic crystals, 67 caustic shards, which, that's a healthy number. I feel good about that. And what was the other thing? The corrosive mechanics? 47. So I hope that I'm not lacking like 20 crystals. I mean, if those become mission materials that you can do with the new content, fine. I'll be okay with that. But if they're like, yeah, no, they're just super rare, and you just have to spend hours and hours and hours waiting for RNGesus to bestow them on you inside of the center of the Maelstrom, then I'm gonna be not so happy. Not happy at all. But it is what it is. Oh my lord. And as you can see, failed hyperdiction. Just a waste of gas money. The thargoids are trying to ruin our economy by making us use more gas. What do we use for gas? Is it just hydrogen? What? What do you say? You've only found 3 crystals, and that's with a lot of searching. Well, I found 6, which was the equivalent of 2. I found 2, and I found them like back to back. Like the first one I discovered for the first time, and then found the other one like within 5 minutes in the same session. And now nothing. So very bizarre. Like I wonder what is the reason for this? What drives crystal randomness? Like, would it be more beneficial for me to constantly like re-instance? Are some instances more likely to spawn them? Is it just pure chance? Is it like there's a random tick in the background that goes, you have a 3% chance every 10 minutes of seeing one? That is really what I'm looking for, because it would be nice if I get that to like at least 10, I can rest a little easier, which would mean I'd have to, well, I guess they come in 3s, so if I get it to like 9 or 12 ideally. So I would have to find, oh my lord, I would have to find 2 more. Like if I can find 2 more caustic crystals, I'd be a happy camper. But it's probably not gonna happen because RNGesus hates me. I'm not able to receive data, storage full. Oh, that's because you now get like interdiction data, which maxed out I think after 1 day because the thargoids are just like interdiction crazy. They really need to calm down a little bit about that. I'd love to super dick people. Alright. As we get closer, we will... Oh, no. It's gonna be one of those. It's weird. Sometimes you go to a Maelstrom system, you don't get super addicted at all. Everything's cool. Other times it's like every 5 freaking minutes. You'll get like interdicted or hyperdicted or what do you call it? Interdicted. Like 6 times. And that other times, 0. There's no logic to it. Just like caustic crystals. It's just a dice roll. Well, I'm gonna blow on these dice. Say, Papa needs a brand new pair of shoes. I don't know if moving side to side like this helps. Maybe they'll be like, okay, let's not interdict that guy. He's clearly an idiot. There's no harm he can do. He'll die when he hits the caustic clouds. I wonder, there's a couple of Maelstroms I haven't visited. I do wonder if all of them kind of have different lighting. If there's one that has like cooler lighting conditions, maybe like a purple star or something. Maybe that's something I could do for that charity stream, is just like visit each Maelstrom or something. See if maybe one of them has a different center. I'm sure people will know this after an hour, right? Like, you know, it's like, update 15 is going to go live. Within an hour, Kenan will have solved all the mysteries and seen everything that there is to see. And then start trying to source... Oh, lordy! Trying to go to the code and see if we can find... Like, it's like, we know that there's going to be something called a thargoid titan. Because when the Maelstroms were coming, and people were, like, actually calculating their... like, doing some insane shit, right? Calculating trajectory to predict what system they would be in, at what time, showing up in that instance, finding the signal source, intercepting it like a Bitterland Hollow style, and then dropping into the instance, and they would get a crash message saying, warning, asset missing, Thargoid Titan. So we already know what's at the center of the Maelstrom. It's going to be the Thargoid Titans. Duh. Which I just, oh my lord. Why do this? Why do this? Why? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh, scouts. Like, basically I've got like 2 different Thargoid casts trying to get up into my grill.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's like, you think one, like 1 would be bad enough, but 2?
3,
They're taking turns just pissing me off. How dare you, sirs? Alright, do I have that Maelstrom yet? Unidentified signal sources, too. I've not really looked at signal sources in Maelstroms. I'm kind of curious. I hate everything. I'm gonna rage quit. I'm gonna end the stream in like 2 minutes. If I got interdicted. If I interdicted one more time, I'm uninstalling. I'm clearing my save. Uninstalling. God, I should not say such things.
frameshift.
It's so annoying though. It's so freaking annoying. Oh great, and I'm mouse locked. No. No, I'm not.
3, 2, 1.
I say no to use. I don't care about. I kind of care about. I want to see what's in there. I want to see what's in there actually. This is a weird distraction, but I've not really spent time looking at signal sources within a Maelstrom system. I do wonder if there's any like maybe a chance that we could get a caustic crystal to spawn here. Who knows? Combat aftermath are usually just like big old bunch of wrecked ships. Probably from someone who got interdicted 6 times on the way to the Maelstrom and just decided, I'm gonna self-destruct. I don't care anymore. The remnants of an annoyed commander. I'm like bracing my. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Because why make life enjoyable? Why not just try to make spatula as annoyed as possible? Because that would be really entertaining.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ugh. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, can I do the thing that I want to do now? Okay, now I'm going the wrong way. Which gives just enough time for that other jerk to intercept me. I swear, there's 7... You know it's gotten serious when I'm just not saying anything at all. I am so mad right now. I'm so mad. I just want to quit. I want to be done with this. Alright, okay. Let's get there quick. Let's get there real quick. I'm gonna overshoot it, do a live of shame, and I'm gonna get interdicted again. You just watch. Oh my lord. See, now it's funny. Now it's funny. It's gone past annoying to the point where it's like it's actually funny. Oh my lord. I've been interdicted like 9 times. There should be a limit on this. Please no more. Please just let me get to this signal source. I swear the timer's gonna run out. I'm legit giggling though. I'm like, this is so stupid. It's so... Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, that's, you know, it makes it more fun. Let's waste our time with Maelstrom. Okay, if I could just get... Look at the timer's gonna run out. I just wanted to look at one thing. I just was like, I was interested in something in the universe. And then the universe said, oh! Oh, you're having a good time? We'll see about that. And now I can't run away from this guy because it's a damn basilisk. It's gonna blow me up. I'm not gonna get to that signal source. Or it's gonna take me down to 2%. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get to 2% hull. I'm gonna get interdicted again. Again and again. The timer will run out just before I can drop into the signal. I'll get interdicted again, and then they'll just blow me up. I know this because it just makes sense. It's what Braven would want. It fits with his devilish machinations.
4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Engage.
Okay.
Hazardous environment.
We're very close. We can do this. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay. And now because I said all that, I'll jinx it. Braven's watching. He's like, I can't let them know how truly masochistic I am. I'm gonna jump. Okay, is this actually gonna work? Here we go. Oh my lord. Wow. Okay. And all of that for what? Basically garbage. Yeah, there's nothing of interest here. Well, at least I satisfied my curiosity. Alright, well, let's go to the damn Maelstrom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, look at that, 64% all. That's wonderful.
4, 3, 1. Engage.
If I get interdicted again on the way, I'm gonna be so upset. Do. But yeah, I am legit excited for update 15. I think based on what they have released, I think number one, good communication, right? And I like how they shared the information with like their influencers first, like Obsidian Ant, Burpit, all coordinated, released the video on the same day kind of thing. And had cool information about what was going on before Frontier even said anything. So I think number one, like knowing that, okay, hey, there's actually like some content that we know about before, great. And getting to find out about it through your favorite YouTubers as opposed to like Frontier doing a 4-hour live stream where there's like 5 minutes of content and a lot of screenshots and talking about how excited they are is a nice change, right? Like to kind of empower the community to like get that information out is cool. And then obviously like the stuff that they've chosen to let us know about, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, okay, Frontier has been like very mum because like these are a lot of story beats or the content's tied into story, right? Obviously they're not going to tell us what's at the center of the Maelstrom, right? But they're going to show us the Glaive, they're going to show us FPS based thargoid content. Like, damn, okay, like it's good that they did all this because number one, they're setting expectations better by like giving us something to base our expectations on, but also just like, there's got to be more stuff that will be packaged into this update that we don't like. I'm very excited to read through the update notes, and I'm sure even then there will be some stuff that they're holding back that will be story released, or like the foundation will be put in the game but it won't be unlocked for maybe a couple weeks, right? But I definitely get the vibe where it's just like, okay, like it's an exciting time again in Elite Dangerous universe, right? And I do hope that a lot of players that have like since given up or rage quit maybe have a an inspiration to come back. Alright, dropping on this Maelstrom. And I might indulge myself in a repair limpet because I have them. I just need to remember what part of the fire group they exist in. Okay, so I hit one for repair. Now let's see. It'll probably do like 2%, and I'll be like, I'm not going to sit here and repair my whole damn hull. It's so pretty. I do love Space Lightning. It's like... just... it's so cool. Yeah, legit. It's going to do like 2%. I wish repair limpets could be engineered. Like, there would be cool, like, where it's like maybe less capacity or like longer cooldown times in exchange for like one limpet. You know, like, okay, maybe one limpet can repair like 20% of your hull, but your cooldown between limpets increases. So if that limpet gets destroyed, you know, you can screw yourself. Like, little limpet engineering would be interesting. You hope they still work on performance improvements. Are you still having performance issues? I've been pretty good with performance, I have to say. Like, I've not had too many performance issues. Outside of some, like, Odyssey ground combat where there's, like, a lot going on, I've maybe had some stuttering there. But, I don't know, maybe it's, like, again, I'm kind of, like, comparing it to that low bar that was set when Odyssey first launched, and everyone had performance issues, and they were devastatingly terrible. Like, really, really bad. Like, certainly it's nowhere near that. I mean, if you're still getting them, I'm sure they still exist. You know, there's still some people getting them, but my experience has been pretty good there. You play in 4K? Damn. In some places dip below. So what's my frames right now? 80. Like, I'm in a Maelstrom and it's 80. Now, granted, this is not an Odyssey component, right? There never were performance issues with, like, Horizon stuff, right? What up, Shane Stevenson? 07. Let's gonna do one more little repair then. Where was that other one going? It finished its job and then looked like it was about to go repair one of them caustic ferret boxes. Alright, so I'm looking for caustic crystals. I'm not seeing, like, anything spawn. Do I need to be, like, in the caustic damage zone for RNGesus to even notice me? Come on, notice me, senpai. That's fine. It's fine, I brought these caustic sinks for a reason. Oh, here we go. See, look at that. As soon as I get in the caustic damage zone. And there's a caustic shard. Now, I probably don't need these, but, you know, again, this is what I say. When you're in the mode to grind, if you're in the rhythm of the grind, just milk that as far as you can, because it'll save your future self the trouble. Alright, come on, Limpet, we don't got all day. Okay, must avoid thargoids. Surface gameplay is still a challenge to get 35 FPS. I mean, yeah, I could see that, especially on the larger bases. And like I said, during like those battle zones, I've had like some moments where it dips like atrociously low. I'm like, look, I don't care about frame rates. I grew up with lag and 36.3K modems and 480 by 360 resolution, right? So when my frame rates go to 30, I'm just like, oh, nostalgia. Yeah, like, it's like playing with a fax machine. This is great. It reminds me of the old days. I'm not that old, but, you know, it's like, I don't know. I think I've got just like a higher tolerance for bullshit in terms of frame rates and bad graphics and whatever, that it just doesn't bother me. But I know some people are more aesthetically influenced, and it's like the smoothness. If the game isn't like smooth, it can really bother them. For me, I don't care. I am a potato. You can call me Potato Man. After I've still haven't worked out glass windows. It's true though, yeah, I guess I noticed that actually, yeah, when you look at windows, that's when you suffer the most. I mean, I don't know, man, how you do that. Yeah, well, that's the thing, it is playable, right? Like, it's not like the game is like it was when it launched, right? Like, Odyssey was unplayable, and an embarrassment, and ridiculous, and they should be really ashamed of how they put that out there, just because, like, there's no way that they pushed that out knowing it wasn't ready, and I think that did nothing but really hurt people's perspectives, and it could have just been done better. Like, I don't know why they did that. But, you know, they put the work in, and now it's improved. Like, if Odyssey launched today with the content that it had, it would have got freaking awards, you know what I mean? Like, again, not saying it's like, this is the greatest version. There's still a lot of stuff that could improve. But, like, again, if you imagine, like, okay, imagine this launched with everything that we had up to update 14. The Thargoid War, the performance optimizations, everything that we got over the last year. The articles about Odyssey would be very different. So I think that was really unfortunate how they went about doing that. It's not so much the frame rate, it's the sudden drops that put me on the version. Agreed, yeah. It's like I don't mind if it's like a consistent 40, but if it goes from like 60 down to like 20, it's like whoa, 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 whoa. A lot of light leaks. Yeah, light bleeding through the walls. Yeah. Again, I'm not making excuses for it. I'm just more like, me personally, I don't even notice that stuff half the time. I'm gonna try to move in. This is gonna kill me a lot quicker, but that's fine. I kind of want to move in towards the Maelstrom. I'm just scared. I'm testing my theories. Like, you know, maybe if you're in the inner layer, yeah, you die quicker, but it also spawns the grooviest materials more often. Okay, there's a caustic shard. Not what I wanted, but okay. Okay, let's remove that caustic. I really do love these caustic sinks. They are awesome. Give me that shard. Damn it. Give me them crystals! Okay, let's try. Oop. I need to. Okay, so I have one more caustic shardy boy. They've done a great job of taking something not ready for release to now. Yeah, I mean, I think again, like, they redeemed themselves. I'm just saying, like, man, if this state that it was in was how Odyssey had launched, they would have made millions of arcs. I don't know what that translates to into dollars. Come on, caustic crystals. It's a shard. I'm actually at the point where I'm like, okay, I don't even feel like I need to grind too much for shards. I mean, obviously I'll take it if it's there. Well, I mean, my limpet does all the work, so that's fine. The big problem is they didn't manage expectations. Talking up the Armstrong moment, agreed. And having us teleport was always going to be mocked. Yeah, honestly, and that's like, again, they get really excited, TM. And then like, oh, speaking of really excited, caustic crystals, Caustic crystals! That's my jam! That's what I need! Give me the sweet, sweet crystal! Oh my god, I actually got really excited. But yeah, I think, like, again, it's just, like, they get really excited. I'm not blaming them for it. Like, whatever, get excited. But just, yeah, like, don't oversell us, right? Like, you know that this is an intelligent community. You know that we pick apart every word you say, right? An Armstrong moment is not just like, oh yeah, some freaking text. How far from the center did you find that crystal? If I knew how far I was, how do I find out how far I am from the center? 174 kilometers. Okay, actually, stop moving because your limpet's trying to give you the crystal. That was good. That was good.
Caustic damage detected.
If I find another crystal really, really quickly, then...
Substance neutralized.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-oh. Yeah. I angered the Maelstrom. So pretty, though.
Detected.
Alright, well... And actually, you know what? I did okay. Canister limpets. Oh no, he probably knocked out my cargo hatch. No. Okay, so why did I dump all those limpets? Did my ship, like, basically poop its pants in fear and excitement? Interesting. Alright. I really can't wait till we get that counter so that we can go inside this caustic cloud. I'm really curious to know what the... Like, I know there's going to be a thargoid titan in there. And I know it's going to look like what the thargoid base would be before it crashed, right? I can add 2 plus 2 and figure out what that means, right? What I want to know is, what's the experience going to be like of actually going through the cloud? Like, is it going to be like going into complete darkness? Is it going to be like blood red, and then there's sort of like a bubble in there that like you come through and it's like the fog fades? Like, that's really, to me, like the experience of like going in there. I think will be super cool, and I'm very curious to know what that will like look like. All right, I'm out of caustic sinks, so I'm gonna die soon. Let's just trigger another beautiful... Wait, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? I saw a thing. Another crystal! Okay, they do spawn closer to the center. Oh no! Okay, hold on. I'm still targeting it. I'm still targeting it. Oh no, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I know it's out here! Okay. Stop. Stop it. Am I dead? Is this heaven? Where did it go? Oh no! I had it! I had it locked! I had it locked! So maybe that is where like the crystals come from. They like generate at the center. So did it get spun out with me, or is it still kind of there? Like if I go back, hold on. There it is! There it is! There it is! Okay. Can we get it? Can we get it? Limpet target is out of range. Come on, Limpets. Don't fail me now. Be quick, Limpet. Be quick. Oh, don't do this to me. 4% hull. I'm not going to make it. It's not going to make it. No, 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 no! Well, so that's interesting. Maybe that is the case. Maybe the caustic crystals do spawn... Like, that was 2 of them in a row, spawning very close to the Maelstrom, so... Make your own assumptions. You have the data. I only showed you the science. Now you gotta do the experiments or whatever. But I think that's gonna be it for me today, because I'm freaking tired and hungover, and been going at it for a few hours. But I think this was very productive, right? We got to really understand how the caustic sinks work, which I find them to be actually very cool. I really like the way that they work. It's not... I had the misinterpretation that you had to pop them off and it would give you X number of seconds of immunity, and it was kind of frustrating to not know how much. But no, they kind of gradually fill up, right? And then after they fill up or whatever, then you just pop them to start the next one, which I think that was cool. And then obviously, yeah, we made how much? 9 caustic crystals, which I'm happy. It would have been really nice to get that last one. Because maybe the unlock will require 10. I don't know. But we'll deal with that when we get it. 79 caustic shards. We're in good shape there. And then the corrosive mechanisms, 47. Not bad. So I feel my butthole is prepared for the eventuality of, oh yeah, we're going to be able to go into Maelstroms. I really hope I've essentially done enough to appease the grind overloads, because I already have 9 relics. I believe they did say it's going to require a relic for unlocking. If it turns out to be like 3, but yeah, I mean, I like. You delivered the refugees. Reward is money or bio waste. Ray Mobula, bio waste is money. They're basically the same thing. You can, money and bio waste are interchangeable, right? But with that, I would say, yeah, tune into my Twitch channel, Spatula Dangus, right? Because obviously that's where the charity event will be taking place. That'll be in a couple weeks. I might do a stream Tuesday night just to test out my Twitch workflow, make sure it doesn't crash, play around with some overlays and all that kind of mumbo jumbo. So I will probably be doing something Tuesday night. It will be super late, right? Like EST time, 8 o'clock kind of thing, right? Which is like in the British space time, or UTC or whatever, that's like plus 5 hours, which makes it like, I don't know, really late, okay? I don't do head math here. What am I, some sort of mathematician? Anyway, so I'll maybe do like a spontaneous Twitch thing on Tuesday night for a couple hours just to see what I can see, right? If you catch me, you catch me. If not, well, too freaking bad. That's your problem. If you don't want to stay up till 3 in the morning to watch some weirdo, where am I going with this? I'm too tired to continue. However, I noticed Scorby's streaming over on Twitch. You can't raid from YouTube to Twitch. You can't raid at all on YouTube. I'm gonna throw the link there into the thing. So, you know, if you want to keep watching some, I don't even know if he's doing Elite, but he does a lot of different games now these days. But if you want to go say hi to Scorby and watch more, basically space muppetry. If you want to watch a space muppet, go watch Scorb. He's awesome. Tell him the Spatula sent you, and then he's after his kidneys or something weird like that. Just be weird, make him unsettled. I'll probably watch him for a bit after this, while I lie down in my bed and take a nap, because honestly I'm dying. But thank you guys for joining, especially you guys who have been here for a while. Like, appreciate you. 07 everyone. I'll be doing my normal thing next Saturday on the regular usual time, though it might be a little bit earlier on the Saturday so I can end earlier, because I also have plans like every freaking weekend this month. It's like, oh my god, I have to like schedule sleep time. The life of a spatula. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Thank you. 07, and I'll see you. Fly Dangus. Goodbye.
I just can't get
Bye-bye.
a solid 6.